VPUK. Good evening. Welcome to Vape Talk UK. We're back, and we're back hard. Good. All right.
Oh.
I've at least got a semi. Let's go with that.
It's a beer, but let's not get carried away.
How are we all doing? We well?
I'm very well, thank you.
Evening.
Very happy to be here.
Fantastic, always a pleasure, and a beautiful face in the bottom corner that we've not seen for a while. Lloyd.
Hi. That's been gay, wasn't it?
Hi.
I'm not sure that could have been any stiffer if you'd have tried.
I'm trying to sort my screen out.
It was a bit Forrest Gump, to be honest with you. You've seen how Forrest Gump, he does that on the boat.
Oh dear.
Oh, brilliant.
Right, let me get some of the chats up then, because honestly,
I'll show you on multi-platform, aren't you?
yeah.
Yeah, I've got them up. Do you want me to do some shout outs or?
Yeah, let's do some shout outs.
Familiar people in YouTube.
Yes, yeah. So yeah, YouTube. We've got Savage Simon. We've got LPC Vapes. We've got Net Reality. We've got Black Country Vapor. Mr. said Serendipity Mike is in, and Celtic Tech, Vic J, and Benji are also in there.
Good evening.
Apart from Celtic Tech, they're all my friends.
They're all your friends. You've got that many friends, blimey. That's good going. That's good going. Right, in Twitch we've got
Ain't no use. Is there? Ben Vapes is in. Thanks for liking my video earlier, Ben. Cheers for that. A lot of effort went into that. Only Mark saw it. I don't know. Vapor Bay Alex is in there. Hey. And we've got Gareth No Surname, we've got Ben Modes again, and Fee71 is in there, J Fox1 is in there, D Payne is in the house, and that's who we've got in the chat at the minute.
Hello to Ain't No Use. I ain't got a clue who you are, but hello.
You like the name?
Yeah, I love the name.
Unfortunately, they know you.
Yeah, they do. Could be anyone.
Unfortunately, we're missing a host this evening. Chandler, unfortunately, is playing chauffeur this evening, so won't be able to make it, but he'll be back bright-eyed and bushy-tailed next week. For the regulars, sorry, I'm trying to do like 100 things at once. For the regulars, you will note that this is the first week to try something different, to play around, have a bit of fun. We're not cutting out vape because the name of the show is quite clearly Vape Talk UK. But we're dialing it back, and we're talking about other things as well. It's not just a vape. Open of the show, we'd actually got it penciled in as Mark's Moan, but I've retitled that to What Boils My Piss. Because quite honestly, I've had my piss boiled this week.
I'd imagine that's a lot of piss.
Phil, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate that, buddy. Sorry, say that again. Pugs.
I'd imagine that's a lot of piss. You're a big fella.
Mate, honestly,
It's a lot to boil there.
What has boiled my piss this week, straight up, honestly, and I have no other word for it, is strikes.
You've been getting them? Have you been getting them?
What, strikes?
Yeah.
I'm a tall fella, it hits the top of my head.
Well, you've been playing baseball again.
Fucking strikes.
What,
So
YouTube strikes?
no,
Oh, that's
I'm
what I
talking
thought.
about fuckers going on strike.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't even make that connection.
the
I'm
choo-choo
sorry.
trains. The
Oh, I thought
choo-choo
you meant
trains.
YouTube.
No, not only the choo-choo trains. I don't travel on public transport, so
Choo-choo trains.
so the choo-choo trains don't piss me off that much because I don't use public transport. What has boiled my piss this week? The barristers have gone on strike this week, demanding a 25% raise.
For who? For
They
change.
claim, they claim to be working on minimum wage.
Train drivers.
No, barristers.
Choo-choo trains.
I'm looking at the connection here. What the fuck are we talking about?
Strikes.
Strikes. People striking.
Barristers striking now.
Barristers are on strike. 8 out of 10 barristers are on
Like
strike.
100 plus.
They're on
Yeah.
strike. Doctors, they're also about to go on strike. They want an extra 30%.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough.
No, I get. To a degree. I get.
Like, it depends what kind of doctors you're talking about.
Damien just said, what are barristers driving trains?
What's going on?
What the hell's going on?
We've got airport strikes coming up. We've got the tubes are going on strike. We've got some of the bus companies, some of the bus workers are going on strike, and the post office is going on strike.
Yeah.
Better not do. Is it really?
They bus workers or bus wankers?
Seriously, what?
Bus wankers will never go on strike.
Danny's not going to go.
I get fair pay for a fair day's work. I get that 100%. But all these people are paid by the state. Most of them.
And I've seen that thing, train drivers, which for what they do, they earn a fair whack.
They earn good money for driving a choo-choo.
They sit on a chair and press go and stop.
Just making me laugh every time you say that.
And they get like, what is it? Is it like 70 grand a year or something like that? Or
They're on a good screw. And I get it, but what about I know people that work in care homes, for example, who are earning minimum wage. The word 80k, 100k, we're not earning minimum wage doesn't come into they're earning 20k.
12 quid an hour.
They're busting their
To white people's asses.
they're busting their bollocks off. Seriously.
To look after our parents because we can't be asked. I'm not talking about me there. I'm talking generally. Looking after people's parents because they don't want them.
I just don't
Bro,
I don't get it. Honestly, I don't get it. Why can anyone that's earning 80, 90, 100 grand a year say,
fine. Moan about it. Fuck me. You're almost on footballers' wages. Well, you know,
Yeah.
that's
The best thing with the strikes is, I mean, it's a weird one, but the trains are a private company now, so they're not paid by the state. Barristers, a lot of them will be working privately, so they'll get some income from the state, but
some of them will be working private, but let's be honest, most of the barristers going to be probably going to be pro bono for the government or pro bono for the state, or I'm probably just being a bitch, but
no, it's fine. No, you're not at all. But yeah, it's down to the state of the world, isn't it?
Kaz, did you
What
just
it
stiff
is,
your fingers?
I mean, certainly talking about me, I work in the public sector, technically in the public sector, and they haven't. Certain areas of the public sector do get decent pay rises. Certain don't, like you say, you're talking about care work and stuff like that. They don't get a fair whack. The only ones that ever do get a decent pay rise are the bin men because they actually go on strike.
And they're providing a service.
Their pay is rubbish.
Well, not compared to care workers, it ain't.
That was meant to be a joke. I don't.
I don't know. I don't know what they're paid these days.
No, rubbish.
I was with you.
As in rubbish. Anyway, I'm here all week.
Straight over my head. Sorry.
I was straight with you, mate.
It's me being dim.
You know what? I worked in education for 20 odd years. I spent 15 years teaching. Right. And don't get me wrong, I was on a good salary. Don't get me wrong. But they screwed us for probably the last 10 years of my career. We got 0.5%. 0.5% a year, which didn't cover anything. Didn't cover rise of living, didn't cover a dicky bird.
Well, I think most people this year didn't get the correct pay rise compared to what it actually should be.
No.
We didn't. I think we got about half of what it was. Isn't it about 10% now?
It's heading towards that now, yeah.
So I think we got about 5.6 or something like that. So that didn't cover what it was.
I probably didn't get 5.6% across my entire career. Just some shout outs. Thank you for the subs. Thanks, Matt. And thank you. That last one was Paul. Thank you, Paul. We appreciate the subs. But no, that's my.
It is fucking annoying. It's annoying when you know there's careers out there that don't get paid much and do something that is worth a lot more than what they actually get. And then there's these people that don't really do anything and get paid a lot anyway and then complain about it and get more money.
This is another thing that boils my piss pugs. Right. Since lockdown, and I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone, I don't give a fuck, but since lockdown, what the fuck have GPs done? They've made excuses not to have people in their surgeries. In my opinion.
I can't see my doctor anymore. I can't get there. I can't get. It's literally at the end of the road. I can't get to see them.
Yeah, I just get a phone call if that.
But they're demanding an extra 30% rise.
It's all on the phone. And the last time I got a text message to say, we want to talk to you about your results. Are you available on such date, such time? I went, yeah, fine. I'll come in. No worries. And I went in there. I was sat in the waiting room, and I got a phone call from the nurse saying, right, let's talk about it. I'm in your waiting room. No, it was a phone call consultation. At no point did you say it was a phone. When you say you've got an appointment with the doctors, I presume you go into the fucking doctors.
Yeah.
She presumed I would know it was a phone call. That's how bad it is.
So you've got to stand there to a horrible receptionist and explain your itchy foreskin, yeah? In front of everyone.
I'll split my ring piece.
Again.
Honestly, that's something I'd do if you want to. They're a particular breed, aren't they?
Look at it.
They're a particular breed, right? So you've got. I'm not sure what the hand's doing, but you've got the staff that work on reception in doctors, right?
Yeah.
And you've got librarians. They are the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the gatekeepers. You've got to get past the gatekeeper before you can do anything.
Everyone's in it to make as much money as possible by doing as little as possible.
You know what? I'm self-employed, right? And I've had to stomach the cost of electricity going up, the cost of gas going up, everything that's gone up to run my office from home. And okay, don't get me wrong. Thanks for the sub, Dave.
Did you just sniff your fingers?
Luckily, if I drive anywhere, I charge for that. So, fuel to me isn't as bad as those guys that have to do a 60-mile round trip every day to go to work.
Okay, horrendous.
But I could not put my prices up based on the fact that it's costing me £10 a day to run the house on electricity.
Well, everybody else is. Everyone I deal with on a day-to-day basis, I'm getting emails every day. I'm sorry. We have to put our prices up, cost of transport, etc., etc. I know it's fucking ridiculous. I go to the same garage next door to our work. It's going up. It doesn't sound a lot, but it's going up between 5 and 10p a litre every week.
That's what we should have spoken about, was the petrol.
Yeah, but then people are saying, yeah, but it's because they're trying to push the sale of electric cars. Yeah, but electricity is going up. So that doesn't make any sense.
They were saying if you'd not got a full-blown three-phase charger at home and you had to rely on the car charging network, it's cheaper to buy petrol.
Wow.
I know people that bought electric and regret it massively because it's costing them a fortune. Unless you've got your own wind turbine, solar panels, and everything else on your house, then it might be worth it. But we're not even close to being that yet.
No, it's a long way off.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my rant over. What are we vaping on? Lloyd, what are you vaping on, mate?
I am vaping on. I've turned into a pod wanker lately. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I really have, big time. So I'm currently on the. You can be able to see this shitty camera. Airscreen Pro.
It's all right. We're all right. We're not seeing that. It's fine.
MTL. The Nevokes. Amazing coils on this bad boy. Really, really good pod system.
Don't call it a bad boy.
Always call everything. Everything's a bad boy to me. And the
Oh
bottle.
my god! What the fuck? It's chode. Is that chode vape?
That's Airscream again. Lovely little thing.
Batman's
And,
Willy vape. Go on, sorry.
and the Dot V1. I hate blue, but got sent it for free. And the Silo by JG with the Monarchy tip. And that I've got in that is Biscay, of course. Biscay.
Why,
And-
of course, is it one of yours?
Oh yeah, of course it is.
All right.
This ain't no. And vape, Vampire Vape.
Vampire Vape.
Heisenberg.
The OG.
Oh, I love it. And Red Astaire. I've got Red Astaire.
I can actually put you onto a better Heisenberg than that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, Nick Salt.
No. Yeah, you could probably do an XR, actually. Do you know who Evans is?
Yeah. I've got one of his juices down there,
Well,
actually.
his blue is better than that.
Yeah, I've got it. That's one I've got.
Do you not think that's better than Heisenberg?
Wow, I don't really. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, it's not blue anymore. It's green. Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I ain't had it in a long time, to tell the truth.
Yeah, it does go green after a very long time. He'll hate me for saying that, but the proof is out there. You've had the sixth one I've seen.
Yeah, I didn't realise that. It's actually gone green.
Yeah.
I ain't had it that long, though.
I just told him, just change the fucking name.
Yeah, to green.
Blue
Yeah,
slash green. Starts off blue.
But yeah, that's all I'm vaping on. No borrow device, really. Except for the Dot.
I have zero experience with burrs. I don't have a single one.
Wow.
I am FOMO to fuck with that, and I'm not even gonna lie. I am. I'm really. I do feel like I'm missing out. And the thing is, I know if I had one, I'd fucking hate it. It's not for me at all. Anyway, another story.
I think I'm just on pods just because of just busyness and how easy they are to pick up.
I got a pod today. I'll tell you in a minute.
Yeah. That's the only reason. I just can't be bothered to bloody re-wick. That's just lazy vaping. And now, and these days the coils are just getting better and better and better.
I can't deny,
Not coils.
because I got a pod system sent to me today by Mike from Whitlicker, Serendipity, and I am quite bowled over by it. I've got to be honest. I'm quite bowled over by the flavour because I wasn't expecting that at all. I mean, it's a bit restricted for me, but the flavour's fucking just what?
They get pods, mate. Stock coils were doing really well at the moment.
Yeah, but it's still I can't justify the cost of stock coils when I'm more than capable of building my own coils and putting builds in.
Yeah, that is right.
So
Yeah, but pods and stuff like that for me, that's what I put Nick salts in.
Yeah.
That's what I use Nick salts for.
I don't do mixed salts. I'm
Yeah.
too low. my milligram nicotine is too low to even contemplate Nick salts.
Yeah.
That's the reason I use them as well. Just literally for Nick salts. That's all I use them for. MTL.
Gives me a headache and makes me sneeze.
Oh, I love that rush in the morning from a Nick salt.
I've got. Do you know what? It's funny you should say that because I have got. No, it's not that one. That's the wrong one. I've got. Wafdam from Australia that came and stayed with me for 10 days that I run the forum with. He left me a jar of his custom Malone, which is 3 milligram Nick salts in it. And I love the flavour of the liquid, but I can't stand the fucking nicotine that's in it. It's really grates on me. I've been trying to replicate it with Freebase to no avail. Anyway.
Cool, bouncing over then. Who are you passing to, Lloyd?
I will go to you, Mark.
Oh, me. Oh, I
I'll
wasn't
do that.
expecting that. I'm always last. Threw me off.
We're changing it up, aren't we? Change it up.
I am vaping on the Machina from Cranium Mods.
Nice.
On top of that, the BP Mods. Thank you, Paul. Banging. How I've never tried one.
MTL.
Yeah, hands down, but proper MTL, none of this RDTLFDCQ. I can't be doing with that shit.
So many now.
It's either direct lung or mouth to lung. It's mouth to lung. And I am just a plain simple menthol minty thing in that. Also rocking the Soy Sub-Zero.
That's a nice looking kit.
Still, hands down, probably one of my favourite Mech RDA setups. Dennis wants to know if Lloyd will fix it. He's coming back. I forgot that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, God, that was hilarious.
And in there, rocking Kingston's from the boys at Canteen.
Very good.
Still love that juice.
Yeah, very good. Juice.
Love a good Seville. I think it's the Seville orange I like. I like the marmalade edge to it. The best one, I can't remember who did it, but they did a bunch of jams and marmalades, and their orange one was an absolute coil killer. But it was beaut. Juice Saws, it was gone. Yeah, it was a Juice Saws one, but it was banging. Yeah, it was. Can't remember which. Oh, can't remember. But we used to sell tons of it in the shop. It was good stuff.
Damien might know it. He just said Juice Saws.
I can't remember the name of it. It was
No, Freerider, I haven't gone through my buffet yet.
no. Your turn, Pugs. Over to Pugs.
Really? Do you want the full fat version or just the light?
Make yourself comfortable, guys.
I'll take that as you want the full fat version then. All right. All right, we'll start with the regulars. I've got the Steam Pugs Lipo with the Asgard. In that, I've got Serendipity Golden Sunset. I've got the Blood Orange Lipo with the Valkyrie. In that, I've got Serendipity Airy Vibes. I've got another Steam Pugs Lipo with the Asgard and the Trinity Glass Cap. In that, I've got Serendipity Sweet Nirvana. I have those all the time. They're in my constant rotation. I've got the Baphomet stacked with Nevins' Lemon Bar. This and, Graham from Amatorium, he does a Lemon Pocket. Those are my two favourite lemons of all time. They are absolutely phenomenal pair. I've got the never remember the name of it. Is it Irie? I can't remember the name of it. The Own Boy thing with the Sherman on it.
Right.
In that, I've got my Pugsley Malone, which is a rip-off of my friend's custom Malone, because I'm just like that. Just like to rip people things up. I've got the Vulcan One. In that, I've got a Lemon Turkish Delight, which I made a couple of weeks ago, which is actually turned into quite a nice liquid. I've got the Stormbreaker with my new Cali 28. In that, I've got a Jam Custard, which I made the other day, which isn't bad. Needs a bit of work. Got the Coil Art Mage stacked V2. In that, where's that gone? Oh, I've got Nevins' Caramel Apple Tart. I've got the Serivape Viking Mods Serivape in that, with the Nada on it. In that, I've got my Tripical. I'm not even halfway through yet, just so you know. I've got the Nameless mod, Unknown mod with the Armageddon. In that, I've got Zippy's Salt Treat from DIY Flavor Chasers in Canada. A very, very nice liquid. I've got the Gaia with the Isolation RTA. In that, I've got I've no idea which ones because I've been working on a new recipe in these shit little bottles of my peach lemonade with garden mint. Working, actually. I've got 5 different variations of it. It's getting there. I think I know which one I'm going to go with and which one I'm going to change. I've already done that one. I've got the Stabwood Hog with another Asgard on it. And that, I've got my White Rabbit. I've got the PW 1.5 with the Asgard RT8. RD8. In that, I've got my Surreal Steam. Odin 200 with another Asgard. With another Trinity glass cap. And that, I've got Amatorium Mana. I always fucking call it Nana. Mana, which is banana custard. What else have I got? Oh, yeah. I've got the Bogan's fucking, what's it called? What's it called? Bogan's little mech thing.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Can't remember. This was from my mixing session the other day where I was getting to the point, I'd done about 7 new recipes and I was sick of naming stuff, so I just called it Constant.
You've been around Paul too long.
It's a custard.
Is that a fish custard? Or?
Surprisingly not. Reaver 200 with a Fat Rabbit RTA.
We still going?
I'm still going, mate. I've got my Popstead. They're all different. I think that's it, though.
Sure.
Yeah.
I've also got me
There we go.
creators, which are down here. Like the creator with the Glass V2.
What about
the Target 200 with another Fat Rabbit.
Fee just said it feels like punishment for missing Saturday.
Yeah, well, there you go. It's actually bigger than Saturdays, and I've got the L200 with the Blotto Max. Also got my Tropical in it. Now, I think that is actually it.
what about your pod system?
Oh, shit, yeah. Fucking hell.
How can you forget the, pod system?
I genuinely wanted to make a point of this as well because Mike from Serendipity / Whitlicker / Aspire is a very good friend of mine. And he sends me refills of Serendipity because he knows I fucking love it and I pour it out everywhere. And he said, right, I'm going to send you this. He knows it's not my thing. It's not my cup of tea, but he thought Joe, my wife, might like it. So, well, Joe's not having it because I actually quite like it. And it's so much better than I thought it was going to be, which is nice these days. You don't often get that. The flavour's fucking amazing on it. It's heavy and well made and big for a little. I thought it was smaller than that. It's actually quite chunky. I mean, I'm not, it comes with a nice, even the chain's really fucking thick, so you can look cool and wear it. I'm not going to do that.
Todd wants to know if you're going to pull out the kitchen sink.
No, it's downstairs. If you want me to, I will. Actually, yeah, it's, Mr. Intense made a very good point there. And I've also got the, there it is, the Home Wrecker with the Wasp Nano, which has got Nevin's peanut ice cream in it. Now I'm definitely done.
So that little pod system is the real that's coming out soon.
It's the Real X, is it called?
I think it's the R-I-L.
R-I-L.
Yeah, R-I-I-L.
X.
Yeah.
Well, the presentation of it, the box you get for it, you just see the fucking manual. It's like a comic book. It's like this big.
Yeah, they're going for the trendy market on that.
It's 100% massively. I can totally see that, but it works really well. I mean, the airflow on it, wide open. You can get a restricted direct lung on it. I would say closed, 100% MTL all day. But it's for keeping in your pocket, shopping mode. Don't wear it in it. You will look like a twat. But you can keep that in your pocket, and I'll take that shopping with me, and I think I'm going to keep it. Nevins is trying to get it off me as well, but I think I'm actually going to keep that one. I dig it. I think it's really good. I mean, Aspire, one of them weird companies I find. I've had a few of their things over the years. Some have been absolute shite. Some have been weirdly good, but even their dual battery mods over the last couple of years have been nice looking mods. I'd quite like some of them, to be honest.
Yeah, no, they're good. They are. They
What did
are
I
good.
have? What was that? The Phoenix? That weren't bad. That was all right.
Yeah, Phoenix.
Yeah.
I think I bought that because of David.
Yeah, I think that.
I like the new one actually. What's the not the new one? The rear was nice. I can't remember what his one is. There's another one that's just come out. It's a dual 18650 one with leather grips on it and stuff. It just looks nice. It just looks like a nice. And Aspire aren't, not known for being unreliable or badly made.
No.
Been around for fucking ever.
Yeah, no, good. I've got one or two of their things in front of me, so yeah, they're very good.
Yeah, fair play. So I appreciate that, Mike. I know he's in chat. Thank you very much. Relax, pronounced Relax. Oh, it's pronounced Relax.
Right.
Well, spell it real then, Mike. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Mike, I'll be interested in that as well. I've got a few Aspire things there.
Well, apparently the pre-orders have gone through the absolute roof, and I am not surprised. They are going to sell really well.
Yeah.
Knowing what today's market is, it's going to do. It can't fail.
And especially like you say, if it's got the airflow control on it.
Yeah, which a lot of them have. But you're stuck with what you get. With that kind of thing, it is what it is, and you can't move it. That little tiny airflow makes a big difference. You can close it right down, or you can have it to a direct, restricted hit. I mean, I'm enjoying it, and I'm, Air City. So
yeah.
Ain't no use.
V-Rod, that's it, Mike. V-Rod. Thank you. I like the look of the V-Rod.
Ain't no use wants to know when the new mesh core from Aspire is going to be released, if anyone knows.
Well, I would imagine Mike in chat will know.
There we go. So this is a cross-platform chat. So one from Twitch over to YouTube.
Yeah.
Dave, what are you vaping on, mate?
So we'll read the answer when it comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. What am I vaping on? Right. So I will start with the Aspire Phoenix. On top of that is Lloyd. What's this called again?
Sure S, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the Sure. Yeah, it's the Sure. It's the Sure DLC.
Oh, the
edition.
Sure tank. Yeah, not the S.
The Sure tank. It was available. Is it still available at vapebay.co.uk?
It certainly is. Only in DLC. The one you got, yeah.
Yeah, the DLC. So so it's available there. It's a nice little mouth along. I talked about it before on the show. Inside that, I've got the 7 berry blast thing. I'm still trying to get through because that's just got to go. I have got my Aspire Flexus, which I think uses flex cords, which I think the Real does as well. I'm not sure. I'm sure.
Did you know that Mike was going to be in chat before you did your buffet? Is that what this is about?
No. This is me. This is how I roll. This is it. This is the way. But yes, I've got that, and inside that, I'm trying some new juices because I'm going to swim flavors. So I've got Beyond Cherry Apple Crush in that, which is a Nixle. It's picked up, and it's quite nice. It's on the inhale, it's like juicy fruits, and on the exhale, it's got a little bit of bubblegum to it.
Mike in chat said, which range, Nautilus or another? I presume it's
the mesh core.
Yeah, which range of mesh calls is it you're talking about? You'd say that'd be cool.
Freerider Vapor wants a close-up of the Stabwood Hog. There you go.
Get the close-up in. That's the way. And also, I will just complete the set. I've got my RXG, my very classy RXG. On top of that, I've got a Nautilus 3. And which I've said before, and I still say is the best Nautilus tank I've ever had.
It's an absolute classic. That mod, though, still, I don't even know why I like it because it's not me. I just like it.
I know nobody does. It's one of those ones. It's like people just see it and they want to be disgusted by it, but they're just like, I quite like it. So yes, I've got that, and inside that, I've got another new juice that I picked up, which is Lucky 13 Sherbet Lemon. Isn't bad, but it's one thing I find with that though. It's on sometimes with Nixles, I get not so much of a hit, but it's a bit harsh on my chest, and this one hits that spot. So I probably won't be going for that again.
These Nixels are harsh on my chest. I can't just really.
I imagine direct lunging, and they're bound to be. I don't think I could direct lung Nixels at all. But yeah. So I've got that, and so that's me. I've got loads in front of me, but I won't go through them all.
Well, if everyone's buffet's finished, I've broken the seal already, so I need to.
Everyone's seen it before. That's the only new stuff I've got, or the new juice at least. That's my lot. But yeah.
So Lloyd, what have you been up to?
Just work, mate. Just working, and with Vapor Bay really, and obviously down the docks. Cut down on a few groups that I'm at. Well, few groups that I owned gone down the pan. But yeah, it's literally just Vapor Bay taking over now, which I love. And if I could ever do it full time, it's a dream. So I won't stop until I can do it. So I can stop going down the docks. But yeah, just working literally. Not much at all. Went to Expo. That was interesting.
Oh, did you go?
Yeah. I saw Dave there. Yeah.
How did you feel about
Shocked. It was shocking. Wow. I honestly don't think they can continue if they do that. How they can survive that October one? They better do something special because craziness.
Well, they say they're going to, but we'll wait and see.
Oh, have they said they're going to change it up? Have they?
Yeah, they've said they are, but we'll wait and see. It all depends who turns up, doesn't it?
Yeah, that was quiet. That is so quiet. I've never seen nothing like that in my life. That was shocking. Really was shocking. Good seeing people, but when you just walk in there, like usually there's queues to get in. There's people everywhere. You're walking straight in, and you're just strolling around, seeing disposables, shit juice, and that's it. No hardware.
Did Alex go?
Yeah.
So Alex it was just a massive piss up then.
Yeah, I had a few drinks. Yeah. KFC on the way home. But yeah, just piss up. Went and had some lunch. Good to see a few people, but it's just shocking what was there really.
You see, I'm used to it. I went to their first one, and the first one it was nowhere near as big as it was in the peak, but it was fun. You enjoyed being there. Okay, don't get me wrong. You could walk around it in probably half hour, 45 minutes, and you were done. It's not like it used to be like Disneyland, didn't it? You walk around it for 2 days and still not see it all. It used to be like that, but no, I didn't go. People are poking me for the October.
Going October.
I think I'll go, but I'm going for the people. I'm not going for.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. That's all you need to go for.
Yeah, I'll be going. I'll definitely go October if Alex drives me.
Well, I'm going for 2 days. I've got it all booked. All the hotels booked. But if you're going to do it, you need to find yourself an hotel because they are booking out.
Yeah, apparently Crufts is on the same weekend, so.
There's some home and something on, say, and some other one. There's like 2 big events on at the same time. So this is the first time I've seen that. I'm in the the Premier, and that is gone. You can't have it now. It's done. So you need to go somewhere else.
I think the October one's always busier. I think
it looks like it's going to be a lot better as well. They have listened to the feedback from what
have they? That's good.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot more hardware orientated. They've already laid out some laws that if you are from the UK, you can't have a stand if you're just doing disposables.
Good.
So because it was 95% disposable, it was fucking awful. It's going to be more hobbyist. That's the feeling I'm getting. I'm not that arsed, really. There's going to be not a massive amount there that I'm going to want. I'm just going for the people. I'm going to see all my mates, get drunk for 3 days, and the last one was one of the best weekends I've ever had ever. It's fucking nice.
They need to learn from Stuttgart.
I would like to go to Stuttgart.
Yeah, but they need to learn from that.
Well, somebody was telling the people who were going to come to Birmingham, if you don't go to Birmingham, we'll pay you money just to come to Stuttgart.
Yeah.
So, you had Dinner Lady. You see Dinner Lady stand at Stuttgart. It's fucking massive. First time I went to Birmingham, it was fucking massive. And then weren't even there. So,
but what you've got to remember, the Dinner Lady is owned by a marketing company.
Yeah.
And their first year, I remember the first year they appeared, I don't think anyone had heard of them. And they were standing there and they were walking around, they were handing out the cornflake tarts and the lemon drizzle cake and everything else. And it was a big bang. And from a marketing point of view, which is where my head is, they did it spot on. The juice was shit, but the marketing was fucking brilliant. Spot on.
Fit girls on roller skates.
Yeah.
Hiding around a sweet shop, giving out fucking e-liquid. It's well done.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. So anything new coming, Lloyd, or?
We just released 2 new juices the last 2 weeks. Biscay and our Noir, which is our custard, vanilla Madagascan custard, and our Biscay, which is a Biscoff.
Nice.
Yeah, so we've just released them already.
Do you mix your own? Do you mix your own?
No, Future Juice still does.
Right. Okay.
Demo.
So what you tell them the profile that you want
Yeah.
and they come up with it?
Yeah, we tell him profile. He comes up with it, sends us the protos, and then we go from there until we all agree.
Same sort of deal with most people.
Yeah. That took 11 months. Biscay did, and wow, the feedback's been amazing, except for Mr. Todd.
There's a lot of Biscoff at the minute. Biscoff.
Yeah. Have you seen that? Yeah. What surprise?
I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm having some.
What surprise?
What's the clown one? I can't remember what the call.
Oh, we won't go with it.
Whatever they are. I don't get
the clown.
Theme. I don't get the theme. It doesn't match.
No. What, Biscoff waffle, Biscoff ice cream, Biscoff?
Yeah, that's fine doing that range. That's great. But why the killer clowns and the bottles? I don't get the connection.
Apparently, it's maybe really nice.
Marketing.
Apparently, it is very good. But I don't. It's put me off. The fact that I don't understand the connection has put me off.
You know what? Do you know if they've got daisies on the front, we'll be talking about it now.
I mean, you remember the brand. You remember the brand.
There is that. Thanks for putting me in place. Let's do something really obscure so everybody remembers it. It's a classic.
Apparently, clowns love Biscoff. That's what Alex reckons. It's a known fact.
Famously.
It makes sense.
Famously.
Loads of kids out there that are scared of clowns and Biscoff.
Yeah, that's we've got some t-shirts coming out, some new merch, new little design on that. That's coming.
Saying that's the one with the sun and the silhouette of the.
Yeah, James.
So, this is your personal brand of liquids. Forgive me for not knowing this. I should have done the research.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, cover your ears, you two, because we do something on the Saturday show occasionally where we get somebody that I probably should have heard of you, but I haven't done before. Where they come on with their liquids, you give us your liquids, and we try them live, and you get everybody's views on the show.
Yeah,
your liquids.
Yeah, that'd be a good little thing to do.
We can set that up with you, and that'd be ace.
Yeah, that would
well
be.
Off that. Anyway, this show, crack on.
Poached.
See ya. I'm off.
Making a habit of that, isn't
Here comes the wave again. Bye. I'll be live Saturday, Pete.
So Vapor Bay is going from strength to strength, and
yeah, it's going really well at the moment.
Awesome.
Oh wait, you have to eat mouldy fish out the can.
Hear me do that.
So talking of which, do you want to drop that?
I can
in?
tell people. I mean, I think most of unless because you've got the other platforms, most of the ones on YouTube already know about it.
Yeah.
But we've stitched up TVP essentially in a fucking nutshell. And he's doing what a soldier for doing it. But this Saturday night at 8:30 on the Simon Saturday show, he's going to be eating a tin of Stroman. Is that right?
Don't ask me. Don't ask me.
Stroman, which is 3 years out of date. It's a 3 year out of date tin of mouldy fish.
Oh my God.
And he's going to be eating it for charity, and he's going to be raising money for Children with Cancer UK, which is a fantastic charity anyway. It basically helps the kids and the families that are going through it to ring that bell at the end of it. Just reading the story, just like, I'll make some money for that. And if we can turn the fact that TVP has been, how can you say it without, I love the guy, and he knows I love him. He's one of my mates. There's a lot of controversy surrounding TVP. And if we can turn that into people wanting to see him go through hell to make money for sick kids, I can't see that as a bad thing. He's well up for it. So we're doing it this Saturday. And the more people donate, the more he's got to eat. For every £100 it goes up, he's got to eat another forkful. And it's already on 350. And we've not even done it yet.
So he's going to be bocking in the first half hour then.
Oh, there he's definitely going to be sick. The guy that, funny enough, I was talking today to the guy that owns the charity, John, his name is, and he was emailing us, and he said, "Oh, thank you for supporting our charity, etc., etc." If you want any balloons or banners or anything, we'll send them to you. We'd like to, watch what you do and everything. So look, right, I'm going to tell you how it is.
Don't publicise it, for God's sake.
He said can we post it on a Facebook group? I said, no, you can't.
Don't do that.
I told him, I said, look, here's what we are, here's what we do. It's not appropriate to put in your Facebook group. And he emailed me back today. He said, look, us in the office really want to watch this. So, even though we won't post it, we still want to see it.
Have you
So,
got a
fair
full
play.
Have you got a full panel for Saturday?
It's going to be still less than, because we've just done the thing where we've stripped down a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we had too many. There was 10 people every week.
Yeah.
So I think it's still about 8. It might be 7 or 8. We've got Flat Cap on this week as the guest, and we're doing this thing with TVP. So it's going to be a fucking amazing show on Saturday. You really need to tune in for it, and we'd really appreciate it if you'd come and donate, because it's an amazing thing that we're doing. And even if it's a £5 or a £10, just throw it in. Because every time it goes over £100, he's got to eat some more.
Is it just me? But I find people heaving on camera really funny.
When it's somebody as controversial as TVP, who spent the last 7 or 8 years taking the piss out of people, it's kind of nice to watch.
I just like people heaving. I just find it really funny.
And there is a. He'll hate me for saying it, but I'm not going to say what it is. If he doesn't do it, there is a forfeit. And believe me, it's worse than eating the fish.
I'm looking forward to talking about that next week.
Yeah, because let's just hope that he fucking does it. He knows, he's like, oh my God, I've got to eat that fish. And then in a couple of weeks, we're doing another one, which is going to be the Death Nut Challenge, which for those that don't know and haven't seen the videos, I bought a tube of Johnny Scoville's Tube of Terror. And for those that know Brent from Bearded Viking and Johnny Overkill, they are both massive spice heads, not in the drug way, in the eating hot shit way. Johnny did the hot chip challenge like it was breakfast, and Brent at I can't remember what they call it now. There's a chocolate that's about 5 million Scovilles. I can't remember what it is, and he enjoyed it. Everybody else was dropping around him, and I nailed Brent with 1 peanut, and Johnny managed to do 2, but he did say he had quite close together when he had the 2, and by the time he had the second one, he realised that he'd fucked up. So, and he spent the next day on the toilet. He was fucking dead after 2. So I'm sending TVP about probably 6 or 7, and that's going to be in 2 weeks after this one, and it's going to be the same deal again. Every £100 it goes up, he's got to eat another peanut. And I'm actually a little bit worried about him for that, because that could possibly give him an heart attack.
He don't do spice, does he?
No, and it's 13 million Scovilles.
Wow,
that's going to kill him. That's going to that may be the last you see or hear from him.
I've seen all the videos of the people that were doing these peanuts, like big spice heads, and you have to do the full tube, which is probably about 20 of them, maybe. You've got to do it in 5 minutes, and you can't have a drink for 5 minutes afterwards. That's the challenge. People have done it, but it's not something I want to watch again.
So those of you that want to check out the pain and suffering on a Saturday evening, I've popped Simon's channel address into the chats, both on YouTube and in Twitch. If there's a Just Giving or anything like that anyone's got to hand, feel free to pop it in.
Can I pull links in if I've not got this again? That's the link to the actual fundraiser. It's called Torture TVP. See, even when I say it, people laugh.
Where is it? I can't see it.
It may not have come up.
Do I need a spanner to pull links in?
Possibly. Let me
type something in chat. Let me spanner you.
Is this going to be a regular thing where you torture TVP?
It's going to be every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
It's on YouTube, this, by the way.
Yeah, if you look at Savage Simon's on there. But
I've just put Make Me a Tool.
Mark's watching YouTube.
There you go. You've spannered.
I'm spannered, right, so I can do it now, can I? There you go. It's in chat. That's the fundraiser. That's the official fundraiser. Did it all official, so that in the hope that we get more people in. Oh, you're now moderator for this channel. Dangerous.
There we go, and I've just popped the same link in Twitch. Moving on somewhat.
So that's it.
Look forward to seeing you on Saturday. It's going to be
horrendous.
Let's hope. Let's hope. I was thinking today. I was not thinking of content per se, but I saw something on the socials. I'm not going to say what yet, but I saw something that made my head go, and I'm terrible for buying shit. I'm sold into shit so easily. So easily.
Don't even go there.
You're actually the reason we're talking about this now.
Oh. I know what's coming. I should have got it.
So,
I didn't get it.
Jono, good evening, sir. Good to see you, buddy. Now, what is, and I'm going to open this out to chat as well, but for us guys in here, what is the craziest or the stupidest purchase that you've ever made? Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be vape related, but if it is vape related, and mine is, then go with it. But Lloyd, tell us your story.
I don't know how did it start with.
I actually spoke about these on the show the other week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
So I started off. I think I go on like YouTube journeys. So I watch where I can watch a load of YouTube, and for some reason this fly squatter come up. So I'm part of Amazon Prime, so I bought one. So first off, I got the racket.
Right.
I got the fly racket, and I took it to work, and I had a go on it. Done a video for my on my profile, Facebook, and then someone in the comments said, "You need to get the bugger salt." Bugger salt. And I was
Is it the salt gun?
Yeah, it's coming. Don't you worry. And then, so I went straight on YouTube that night because I was working all night long, and I only went and bought the bugger salt.
Oh my god!
The 3.0. But it's a bad boy.
It actually shoots salt at flies.
Yeah, there's a salt.
Have you tried it yet?
Yeah, amazing, mate. Honestly, amazing. Honestly, 45 quid later. 45 quid.
Yeah, but that's not a bad purchase then.
Bang.
You're going to enjoy using that.
Oh, mate, I've killed flies. I've killed spiders.
Small children.
Moths. Yeah, my little girl, she got one on the ass. I mean, salt.
I was going to say salt or...
It's absolutely the best. Oh, what a buy. What a buy.
Wait, how much was that? 45 quid?
45 quid Amazon.
From Amazon?
Amazon 3.0. Bugger salt.
Oh dear.
So that's not actually a stupid purchase because that's actually got used to it.
Well, that's what I keep telling my missus, and she ain't believing it.
You're just looking at housework.
It's lifetime.
Yeah.
I was out there for me and my little girl was out here for hours.
Shoot it in the face with some salt, she'll soon get it.
Yeah.
So have you got carpets or wood flooring?
I've got both.
Both. So you're going to be, every time you're walking around the wood flooring now, there's going to be a little crunch.
Yeah.
That's probably what she's pissed off about.
Yeah.
Do you put rock salt in it or just normal salt?
Well, obviously I've watched a lot of YouTube videos on it now. So they say not to use rock salt. Use normal table salt because rock salt's a bit more moist or something inside. But apparently get 80 shots per fill.
Yeah, but surely if it's a bit more moist inside, that would be a little bit heavier and give you.
It will be heavy, yeah. Yeah, it would. But yeah, it's so good. Seeing these little shits just die instantly.
Has it got range?
They say up to 3 foot, so not really.
That's not range.
It's not really range, no.
Oh.
But you have to. You can't shoot when they're flying. It's near enough
I
impossible.
almost bought one. Then I envisioned myself getting a laser sight on it and sitting with night vision on.
No, they actually do a laser sight. £10 extra. You put it on the bottom here and laser it. Oh, it's so good. We've had a spider in our kitchen for ages, and all my girls hate spiders, and it's been living in the corner. And I smashed it up today.
No way.
Yeah, I killed that bad boy.
No, I mean, sorry. Yeah, that's bad. I'm just saying, no way. Chat with the charity is now to £405.
Amazing.
Hey, cool.
Yeah, so I'm a sucker for buying Amazon.
I am as well. But Mike Haynes, thank you, mate. I love you very, very much. I am awful, especially with Amazon.
I'm not joking.
I get bored at work. It's gone quiet for half an hour.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same, mate.
Next thing you know, I've bought a crab
in May, there's how many days in May? 31? 28 items I bought. 28 items.
You know, some of them are so cheap, yet you get a package sent to your door. There's nothing I like more than coming home from work knowing that Amazon packages are in my fucking doorway.
Yeah, how good is that?
Yeah.
You've got a better delivery driver than us, because ours is either under the doormat with like a bulge, or literally launched over the back gate.
It's in your toilet.
It's that little serotonin rush, though, isn't it? Getting a package.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like a piece, even if it's just like a pack of sellotape or something. It's
it goes back to being a child and you getting a present. That's what it's all about. You might have bought it for yourself, but it's not the point. You're opening something that you want. And that's why you get that buzz.
But why does Amazon deliver? They knock your door and they run, don't they? It's like a kid's game. Like,
mine's pretty good.
Run, they sprint off, and you're like, all right, mate. He's like, yeah, it's down there. You look down, it's on the floor. Like, why do you just wait there for 2 seconds? When I answer the door,
mine are genuinely pretty good.
They're gone. No, my one's gone.
It's not like Hermes or what is it? Every now.
Hermes, fucking hell. That's terrible.
Right. So, what are your craziest, stupidest, bizarrest purchases of all time?
I'm gonna stand out of this conversation, not because I bought something fucking unbelievably shit, but because I literally research absolutely everything that I buy. So I never buy anything bad. Very, very rare.
Let's change it to crazy then.
I bought some dicks that you put on your head and you throw rings over them.
We bought the Velcro poo head game, which was a Velcro cap, and you had little Velcro turds that you throw on people's heads.
Yeah,
that was fun.
The penises weren't for me; it's for the missus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you stick it to your forehead, and then it's got a massive dickhead, and then just throw little hoops over it, like a circus game.
So do you wind up with it? So it's got the dicks have got suckers on them, have they?
Yeah. So you got whap bang, stick it straight to your forehead.
I can imagine that being fucking hilarious.
Isn't that just a pack of dildos you bought then?
Oh, you could. Yes, I mean, I could have saved money. Went up to my missus' drawer upstairs and fucking slapped that on my head, didn't I?
Yeah, exactly. might leave a bit of a mark, but
keep me out of it.
It'd be cool.
You need to stay out of it. I don't even want to know what your collection is, Mark. I don't even want to know.
It's all leather. Right, mine. I'll go. I've got a couple, but I'll go with the non-vaping one first. Hold on a second.
Actually, I do have one actual genuinely really bad purchase, which started about 2 years ago. The worst.
So I've got a.
Wait, hang on one sec.
Yeah, so
the worst purchase I've ever done is cryptocurrency.
Did you buy at the wrong time?
Yes, 100%.
Right. So there's an entertainer shop near me, and every now and again I just want to go in there because I'm a big kid, and I see what they've got. And then they had these things.
All right.
They're called fingerlings, but they're dragons.
Did you buy them because they're called fingerlings?
Yeah. Do you stick your finger up his ass?
No, you put it between his hands.
You got to think about reptiles.
But yeah, also that. But yeah.
Just speak to Mark. Probably
exactly. No, and you can and they're semi-interactive. But I thought they were like £4 each. I thought I'll have one of them. That'd be all right. And then I ended up going and collecting the set. So I've got 4 of these, that just sit on the side now, because I get to that stage where I got like 3 of them in that shop, and then I was like, I'm missing one. So I had to go online and pay not full price for it, but more than £4 for the fourth one to get it. So that's the silliest purchase I've made non-vaping.
And how much are they each?
They were about £4 each. They were £4.
That's
So
all right.
three of them were £4 each, and one of them was a tenner. So
That's all right.
but yeah, like I said, I'm never excessive with my impulsive purchases. It's got to be
I bought a robot puppy for my daughter who was obsessed with dogs, and I didn't want another dog because I already had 2. And thought to get a robot dog because doesn't shit and she'll have fun with it. Literally had fun with it for about 45 seconds, and then it got put in the loft and died. It was about £80.
And let's just be clear, it was a robot puppy before Peter gets involved.
It was a robot puppy. We didn't get a real dog, and then this isn't going to work.
Put it in the attic, and it died. So I was, what the fuck now? Like that. But yeah,
that was probably my worst purchase. That was terrible.
Yeah. So no, and my impulse purchase, the one vaping impulse purchase I bought was my Bonner mod. That was an impulse purchase just because he happened to put it live on my birthday. And I had birthday treat brain going at that point. So before I knew it, I'd bought it.
It's the worst brain. It is the worst brain.
Yeah, birthday brain is that's
the biggest excuse to buy a massive pile of shite every year.
Yeah, I've done it multiple times.
Vape gear wise, though, I apart from the fact that I've only really been buying vape gear for the last year, because I've been given it for the last 6 or 7. I've never made a bad purchase. I've seemed to be quite good at it.
But I mean, have you made impulse purchases though? I know you say you
well, no.
Look at everything. But has there ever been anything you've just seen it and gone, yeah, I'm going to try something like that?
Well, I mean, there's my my lipo collection, which was massively expensive. 2 of which, because lipos are not reliable. I don't care what anyone says, they're not reliable. And 2 of which are with Johnny Overkill at the minute getting fixed. And they're like £350 a piece for customs. And I must have 7 of them. So I do love them though. So I can't call that a bad purchase because I genuinely get nothing hits as well as a lipo. Nothing.
Yeah.
Has anyone joined the Facebook groups? The Amazon deals and See, that's my downfall. If I see
what? This is new. What?
Yeah, go on Facebook, type in Amazon deals or.
They'll literally release, I don't know, like a Silent Night mattress for like 13 minutes. It's reduced to
lightning deal, isn't it?
It's a lightning deal. It's down from £5.99 down to £12. And
what?
You've literally got to be there. There's some crazy deals you can get out there.
Yeah.
Do you remember the treasure truck? I used to do that because I used to park it up by my office. So I got caught on that a few times.
What's the treasure truck?
The Amazon treasure truck. So I don't know if they still do it, but on the app, on the Amazon app, there's a thing called treasure truck, and this truck just goes around. And a lot of time, it's usually stuff that's quite hard to get. So remember when those little consoles came out that just had all like Super Nintendo games and stuff? They went on the Amazon truck, so you couldn't get them out of Amazon, but they just every now and again they turn up with that. And I bought a pair of big Bluetooth headphones that I hardly ever use on there and stuff like that because it was a bargain. But yeah, the treasure truck used to get me.
That's my downfall.
You need to stop telling me about things where I can buy stuff.
But I used to spend a lot of time certainly during lockdown when like midnight comes around, I'm on the Amazon app looking at today's lightning deals and today's daily deals.
Yeah.
And then I'd never buy anything. I go, oh, that's interesting, that's interesting, and then never buy any of it.
I recently went and my 2 little kids have my youngest, my 4-year-old, has started riding a proper pedal bike, and my eldest daughter, who's now 10, needed a step up because her bike was a little bit small. So some guy was selling, because kids treat bikes like shit. So I'll go on Facebook Market, I'll get one from around the corner. It'll be bigger than the one you've got. Happy days. It'll save me a fortune. So I went to this guy's house. Turns out this is his little side business, and he gets bikes in, services them, strips them, makes them all brand new again, and sells them on. That's his thing. So I went there for this bike for my 10-year-old. I looked at it and thought that's the same size as the one she's got. Sorry, mate, I've wasted your time. And I was about to walk away when I saw this really nice Kona mountain bike just there. Like, how much is that one? For me. And Blair told me the price. And then I went to buy myself one. That means I'm going to have to buy Joe one. And then there was a really nice Carrera one just there. Literally went away with 3 mountain bikes. I only went there for a little kid's bike. Came away with 3 big mountain bikes. Cost me about 450 quid. Went there for a 20 quid kids bike. That was a bad day. Now we've got bikes.
I've got 2.
Hmm.
The first one is a Fiat Multipla. Wow, no abuse.
Wait, well, no, I have got a story then.
No abuse. I wasn't expecting abuse. Joe, the car that looks like a frog. With
That's
3
nice
front...
Fiat. That's the nice Fiat.
I need to see a picture of it. I think I know which one you mean.
Wait, is it a small Fiat? Because I know how big you are.
It's MPV size.
Right? I don't know what that is.
Oh, what?
Yeah, get a picture.
Alex, we can no longer be friends. Multipla, ugliest car ever. What, were you temporarily blind? There we go. So
It took him a second to catch up.
So why did you buy this anyway? Let's get into why you get a picture.
I don't know, to be honest.
Was it cheap?
It fucking must have been. There you go. For anyone that's watching live, mine was a Kermit green. It wasn't that colour.
Let me have a look. Oh my, you are joking me, Mark.
I can't see it. Where can I see it?
Look on Twitch.
You have to go to Twitch.
Oh, or the live feed on
all the
YouTube.
live feed on YouTube.
Oh my god.
Is it horrendous? I'll tell you where it's it.
That looks like a cut and shut job.
Yeah.
It does.
They've taken the top half of one car and stuck it on the bottom half of
It
another.
genuinely does. It genuinely does. So that's my that's got to be my first. Let me check.
How long did you have it?
Until I
7
went down
years.
Right, so I was it was when I was teaching, and I went off site to another. Where was I? Another campus, or I don't know. I was somewhere, and I drove down a pothole and cracked the sump of the car. Went down this hole, went bang, thought nothing more of it. Oil warning light comes on the dashboard. So what do? I'm on my way home. I'll nip into Halfords. So nipped into Halfords, poured 5 litres of oil onto the car park floor. And then realised, no, we'll get rid of that. My vape related one, at the time, I was very much a chaser. Much like much like the Borough wankers today.
Like Paul.
I didn't mention any names.
He's not in tonight, is he? Or is he not?
He is.
He's not in mine. I can't see him.
He's in Twitch. I was a chaser. Actually, Jono might know about this, or maybe not. There was. Do you remember Rig Mods? Do you remember Mark that owned, rest his soul, Rig Mods? And they released a range of Star Wars mods.
All right.
And now, if you remember the rigs, they had an integrated RDA, didn't they? You could put a 510 cap on it, but they were integrated much like the Soy. It got an integrated
At the moment.
RDA. And they released 4 Star Wars ones, and I think they released 3 of each. Literally 3 of each. But they were Cerakoted black and white. So obviously the Stormtrooper ones were what? Hang on. Chando's not here. I can get away with this. I know what I'm... Sound as though I know what I'm talking about. The Stormtrooper ones were white. Darth Vader one were black. And I paid nearly $3,000 for 4
Jesus
mods.
fucking Christ.
We got the full set.
Full set. They were never used. They were just shelf mods. They then got... I doubled my money by selling them because they were that rare. So at the time it seemed like a stupid, crazy purchase, but all in all, it was a bonus. Actually, John, no, it wasn't. It was I think it was Ben that managed to get them for me. Ben was a person in our group that I think he must have got on quite well, but yeah, that was my.
That's a terrible thing.
I just saw in someone in YouTube chat say, I bought a vibrating massager off Amazon to relieve the pain in my shoulder. When it came, it was a purple vibrator, gave to the missus. That reminded me of another purchase I made. I bought one of those for my gammy shoulder. But because I'd heard loads of things about these and I just thought it was all hype. But then I watched the World Athletics Championships and the athletes were actually using them. I thought, well, they must have some use. So I picked one up cheap off eBay. And yeah, I would imagine if you have a lady in your life, it would be much more useful for her. At the moment, I don't. But as soon as I do get one, she's in for a treat.
Joel worries me. Is he actually had that to hand?
Yeah, no, it
under his seat.
It lives on the table next to my sofa because when I'm lying watching a movie, I'll just put that on my shoulder for 5 minutes. Or I used to, but my shoulder's been alright recently, so I haven't bothered. But it's a thing. I think it's probably more useful for athletes, and my athletics days are over. So it's so that was a definitely one of those style purchases. That one. Yeah, the chat reminded me of that.
So other than your Bug Blaster, what was yours again? Oh, it was your Dickhead, wasn't it?
Dickhead one, yeah. Yeah.
Nothing overly expensive and crazy, or.
Wow, we could go there all day long with vapes, couldn't we?
I have a very regretful get rid of, which was when I was I think I was probably about 25, 26. I bought a Mark 1 Escort Mexico.
No way.
And it was a yellow one with a red stripe. I did more mileage than the fucking rope. I'm not even joking. It was so reliable. It was fully rally prepared, forest arches, buckets, roll cage, the works. And because I had gearbox problems, when I was about 30, I ended up scrapping it. And that today, what would that even be worth? I've no idea. 50, 60?
I've got a very similar. I was given a white blue stripe down the side for Mexico. Yeah. I was given one when I was a kid. What the hell is that?
That's his game.
Oh.
That's his in quotes game that he bought.
It looks like some sort of pegging game from there.
It does, yeah. You just bought 2 strap-ons.
It's even got a headband on it. Look.
Rings.
Actually, I did have to slap on my head. I even used it. Yeah, look. You can wrap it around your head.
And on
I love
next
the
week's show,
he goes, haven't used it yet. Yeah.
$10.99 that cost me. Focus.
Has anyone used it yet?
Oh, I've got to smell it in a minute. I'll stir a tea with it and see what it tastes like.
Sorry, I heard Tigra then, and that was another purchase that I'd never be proud of. Cool. Right, those of you that are veterans to the show will remember a few years back we had something called the Boner Board. I certainly see a few faces that I didn't fit in a Tigra, Alex. I really didn't. Those of you. Sorry, I was just trying to work out if that was spam or not. Good evening, surprising toaster. I didn't expect to see you pop up here.
That's me.
Oh, is it?
I have no idea why the fuck I called myself that when I joined Twitch. But when I just went in to log in, I haven't logged into Twitch for I've fucking no idea.
Surprising toaster.
And that's what came up in the in the autofill. Really? That was my name? And so did the password. So I just went with it, and it fucking is. That's me. I am Surprising Toaster.
What is surprising about a toaster?
I have no idea. Genuinely, I must have been very stoned when I wrote that.
Is that the surprising toaster when you throw it into the bathwater?
Yeah.
Yeah, bang.
Has no one else got a scary toaster? Do you know what? I can put the toaster on, right? I put the toaster on. I'm minding my own business. I boil the kettle. I make me. Just as I'm spooning my coffee in, the toaster pops, and you throw the coffee across the room.
You know what? If I'd have known now what I know then, I would have called myself Obnoxious Toaster, because my toaster is fucking obnoxious to the point where I think, right, crumpets, that's going to be this setting. Toaster will go, nah, it's not.
Nah, you're not having that.
It's not. I'm going to undercook it. I'll put it down again. Now I'm going to burn it. That's what it'll do every fucking time. The settings don't make any fucking sense.
Yeah,
No one likes a
toasters.
pretentious toaster.
No. Bitch, my toaster.
Where was I?
Sorry. Ready to piss.
You were talking about the
The
company-
boner
Boner.
boards.
Talk about boners.
The veterans to the show will remember the boner boards. Now I'm trying to work out how we're going to make this work. But we have resurrected the boner boards. Now, there's only 2 of us this evening partaking, because obviously Chenandler's not here.
and he needs the credit for suggesting bringing it back.
He does, 100%. And I've just realised that. I don't know how I'm going to do this.
Or you can, I would imagine if you're talking about doing voting, the voting will probably only work in Twitch.
The voting, no problem with the voting. It's sharing the boner board screen.
Okay.
Let me.
Because, is that because when you go full screen, it takes over your screen?
Let's see how this goes, shall we? Maybe I should have thought of this before. No, not URL, you tit. Application share. Yeah, window capture.
It's Crude Dag Monkey. Is that Paul?
Yeah.
Thanks, Paul. How did you get old Grim Green on the show?
He must have been storing that one up for weeks.
Yeah.
So we have the boner board. So the way the boner board works is pretty much the same as Vape Sell Bin, but we have 5 categories. Proper cunty being the worst, get in the bin. Meh. That'll do, being it's alright. And then OMFG being that is amazing, that is crazy, let's do this.
What a slash mean?
Huh?
The last one's got a slash in it.
It has, that's where I dump the photos. Ignore the slash. That's where I put the photos.
What's the slash? You smash it up.
No, we could drop photos in, but you have to put your photos somewhere, and I don't want to guide anyone by dropping it into a column that already exists. So, David, I know you had something for the boner board this evening.
I did. I supplied some stuff. So if you want to just pick a picture, and then I can go from there.
Oh, you're not going for the one that you suggested.
Go for whichever one.
You put one in earlier, and you're trying to decide whether it was worthy for a.
Oh, that you can put that one if you want. I have now tried it, so if you want to do that one, you can. I have now partaken of it. Yeah, you can go for that one. That's cool.
Let's go for this one then. This is tedious.
It's smooth. It's smooth running as it always is.
I literally have no idea what's going on.
So, our first one is... Explain it.
Want to know which picture it is?
Summer GDQ.
Right, okay. So basically, what I did with these is I just looked at what's going on this week. And one of the things that's going on this week is Summer Games Done Quick. Now, if people who are into Twitch may already know about this, people who aren't won't. And if you're not into games, you won't know about it. Basically, twice a year, a community of gamers get together to raise money for charity. And they basically do a week-long stream where all of the gamers get together and they speed run games. And basically, speed run a game is basically if you take the game that you grew up playing that took you 20 hours to beat, they'll go on there and beat it in half an hour. So
Right.
they go on. So they go online, and it's like the OCD and ADHD crowd of the gaming world, who like really hyper fixate on things, and it's amazing to watch, but it's not something I personally could do. But I just threw that one in there because it's happening this week, and it's all for charity. I mean, when I was last watching it, they've been going to 3 days now, and they're at $400,000.
Wow.
And they normally break at least $2-3 million every year. So I just wanted to put that in there to say, because that is a thing that's happening this week. So I not to want to push people, but I would suggest it's probably not OMFG, but maybe that'll do at least. But you decide where you want to put it.
There you go. So those of you on Twitch, you can choose 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Those on YouTube, feel free to vote. We'll add those up and make sure your vote is counted. For me, anything that raises money for a good cause, anything that is great. If we don't know how they're going to do it, how do they do it?
How do they do it? What I mean, how do they do the game so quickly?
Yeah, no, yeah.
So basically, a lot of it is just people that have played the game so much they've memorized everything and go through it quickly. They also use glitches and stuff like that, where they basically break the game and bend it to their will. There's a thing on there there's a thing they've got called TaskBot, and basically it's a computer they've trained. It's an AI they've trained to play games quicker than a human being can. And this thing just breaks games left, right, and centre. So the easiest way, if you're even at all interested in it, think of a game that you played as a kid that you really enjoyed. Go onto YouTube, look for a speed run of it, and have your childhood broken by somebody who spent most of their life playing this one game.
I'm not sure they did in Leisure Suit Larry. I thought it was just
I guarantee you there will be a speed run of Leisure Suit Larry out there. I guarantee you there will be one. If you can name it, it will be out there.
Oh, we're getting spammed to fuck on YouTube.
no.
Yeah,
I'm
so
trying
I just got it. I just got them.
There we go. For some bizarre reason, it's been put in proper cunty. So that is where it can live.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's the people have spoken. That's fair enough.
Mine, I stole this from Dave. Sorry.
you picked the good ones.
This is going to be an interesting one. This is going to be an interesting one for everyone. So,
you just stole it because you like the picture.
I did, kind of.
Yeah.
So, feel free, take a guess.
Oh, the classic.
Oh, hang on, don't vote yet, I'm not... Fucking can't keep on top of this.
We'll have to separate it out in the future and not rely on you to do everything. Poor bugger.
There we go. So mine is Wimbledon.
Oh, that's not.
Oh, that changes my vote.
Yeah. That's not fair. I feel like I've been tricked. I was about to vote. Oh my fucking God, gets 100%.
And now,
now proper cunty.
What about Wimbledon? Just the whole tournament?
Just Wimbledon in general.
Everything about it.
I don't mind. I'll watch it in the later rounds. I must admit.
No, I don't watch it. Shit.
There's going to be a 4, I think, for me.
I suppose it's the difference between someone who just sort of lightly watches it and then the mental people who actually go and see it.
Yeah. Somebody with too much time on their hands and somebody who has a life.
But my question is, would you sniff her finger?
100%.
What now? I think she died recently, didn't she?
We said that exactly the same time. It's like we said that exactly the same time.
I think she's on the show on Saturday, isn't she?
Not now, because she's probably about fucking 94.
Yeah, because that picture was taken with it late 60s, early 70s.
Late 60s.
Late 60s, yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, that picture is old.
That was on my bedroom wall when I was 9. That's really bad.
Do we
At least a teenager.
Do we have a contender for Chandler then? Chandler was at the Last Supper.
Chandler was Jesus.
Oh dear. I don't get tennis. I genuinely don't.
Do you know, I actually quite like playing it. Surprise, surprise.
I've got no issue with sports that you can play. I don't
like watching it.
I don't like watching it. No.
I like football. I love football. Love it.
Yeah,
I've got a mate that actually pretty much wanks over.
Back in a minute. There's been a smash and a crash.
I've got a friend that literally wanks over darts and snooker.
That's a tough wank. That.
It's golf for me. I can't stand golf. Can't stand watching it. Can't stand playing it.
I've never played it, but I imagine getting drunk and twatting balls around a field would be awesome.
It's the most. Oh, I've got so much patience.
The one thing with tennis, I can never sit through a whole match. I'll put it on and go, oh, Wimbledon, I'll put it on. And then even if I'm doing something else, at some point I go, even the commentaries is boring. But the one time I remember, and it must be on YouTube somewhere, the cameramen used to be a bit pervy at Wimbledon. And then one year they started using slow motion cameras. And so what it was is at a point in a big game, a point got taken, and one of the spectators was very jubilantly celebrating. She was quite a big girl in quite a low cut top. There's a lot of jiggle going on, and the cameramen had zoomed in on it, and they played that clip, and John McEnroe just went, damn! that was the best bit of commentary I ever heard on tennis. That's got to be on YouTube somewhere. But yeah, that was it. Yeah, I think they may have changed the cameramen now.
Oh, we need to get a video of that, and we need to overlay it with "I like the way you wiggle."
Louis Theroux.
That is just awesome. So, consensus is, even with the YouTube votes, Simon, proper cunty, Mike, he don't mind it. He's all right with it. For next week, for next week, do I need to move these round so OMFG is number 1 and proper cunty is number 5? Because
you could in the vote, because people may be putting one, remembering that used to be vape, as in good, possibly. Or they may have done that. I'm just trying to say, as of saying they may have done that for the first one, but they may not have done. But yeah, I mean, once people get used to it, they'll know.
I'll flip it around next week. So good at the top, 5 at the bottom.
Yeah, that's cool.
But no, so Wimbledon is proper cunty.
It is proper cunty. Absolutely, 100%.
It is the most pretentious bag of shite I've ever seen. But I watch it and think to myself, 15 love. And I think, I'm
I
clever.
prefer playing it than watching it. Like snooker.
No, I've just said that. I've got a mate that literally wanks over snooker and darts.
I've got a mate that goes to the Crucible religiously since he was a teenager, and he's like 50 now.
Why do you watch a pub game?
I don't get it. How could you nothing would bore me more apart from fishing.
With the snooker, I'll watch the World Championships, but then again, I'll watch any sport if it's like a World Championship or something like that, because that's like the best of the best doing it. but that's as far as I go with sport normally. It's like, is it a world champion? Is it like I'll watch the Super Bowl when it's on. I never watch it in otherwise, but I'll watch the Super Bowl.
No, it's just football for me. That's it.
Yeah.
Really laddish things to say, but yeah, I love football.
Right, on that note, we have hit our time.
Cool.
Thank you very much for our guests. We appreciate having you here.
Yeah, thanks for coming
enjoyed it.
along.
Always a pleasure. Nice to see your face again, Lloyd.
Yes.
Thank you.
Glad
Good to
you're.
see you again.
Hopefully, we'll see you again. Much more.
Yes.
Now we.
Nice to eventually meet you, Lloyd.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Nice to meet you too.
It's all right. We'll sort out a stream that these two don't know about.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But no, thank you very much to YouTube. Thank you guys for joining us. Those of you that are new here, please feel free to subscribe. Those of you on Twitch, please feel free to smash that follow button. On that note, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for joining us. I will pop a Zoom link in both chats in just a few moments. But as always, it's been a pleasure. Adios, motherfuckers. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.